Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had a great Halloween. We ended up staying in and watching a scary movie. I dressed up as Bob Ross, as you can see, and this is a picture of my daughter. A couple years ago, she dressed up as Pennywise. She did her own makeup, and I was so proud of her. She was 13 then, she's 15 now, and I think she did an awesome job. So I decided that I would draw a picture of her dressed as Pennywise, and I used pan pastels and Rembrandt soft pastels and some Prismacolor new pastels, and I used my new Derwent pastel pencils. And I also used my Carbothello pastel pencils, which I really love. I think I like them a little more than my Derwent. They're a little bit softer, but I like them both. I mean, I like the Derwent too. I started with my pan pastels and I used them to do the whole underpainting, which makes it so much quicker, and I don't have to sit and use the pastel sticks and rub my finger into it because I hate that feeling, and it kind of like rubs my fingers raw just from doing it so much. I'm drawing this on the UArt 600 sanded paper, which is my favorite that I've tried so far. So I'm putting the pastel down on her face and trying to make it look like the skin is poking through because it's kind of patchy. Every time you see me lift up the picture, I'm knocking the dust off, I'm tapping it off. But the pan pastels do not have as much, they're not as dusty as the pastel sticks. It's a real thin layer that you're putting down. I really do like them a lot. The tools that I'm using to put the pan pastels down are called soft tools. But I have to tell you, it was a little creepy drawing this because she looked a little creepy anyway. And I mean, it was a great costume, but it's so like strange painting something scary, and it's my own daughter. It's creepier because it's a little kid. And I thought that a lot of people have been drawing Pennywise. I thought that my take on it as my daughter dressed as Pennywise would be really creepy and a little different just because she's a child. In her hair, I'm not that great with hair, and so it took me, like, I was very intimidated by it. My daughter has very curly hair. Like very, very curly. All we did for her hair is we sprayed some of the orange like color Halloween spray that you get, and we didn't have to do much with her hair. Just had her like kind of not do it that day so that it was frizzy, and then we just put it in pigtails. Well, she put her hair in pigtails, and it just turned out so cute. Okay, not cute, it turned out scary, but it turned out like awesome. I think she did so good. She's an artist too, but she likes digital art. So I only had 2 days to do this. I decided the day before Halloween to draw this, and usually I take a very long time to do portraits. So I had to kind of rush, and I didn't get it as detailed as I normally would, but I thought that was okay. I still liked the way that it turned out. And with pastels, you can get things done pretty quickly. The color lays down, really fast, especially with the pan pastels. So I have this sitting on my mantle right now, and every time I look at it, it kind of creeps me out. So right here, I'm still using the soft pastels. Just trying to use the different shades to get her color of her hair just right. And then I've got the primary colors on there so that I can mix any color that I want. Pretty much. And then here I'm using my Derwent pastel pencils. And that's to get in like some finer details. It's easier for me to, even though I just messed up around her chin, it's easier for me to get into smaller spots. And then her costume, she's got like a gray puffy coat. And then I just took some lace that was already gathered. So it would be roughly, and I pinned it around the collar. Then I just put some red pom-poms down the front. I just safety pinned those on as well. And it just turned out so cute. And if you notice, like when I'm using the pencils and then I go to use a soft tool, it will actually kind of erase what I did. It smudges it a little too much. So I kind of have to use my finger to smudge it instead of the soft tools. And then this little tool I'm using here, it's a soft tool. It's one of my favorites because I can get a lot of detail with it. I can get into small spaces. So I'm smudging this around, smudging her face up to make it look like her skin is showing through. Here, this is just a sheet of tracing paper so that I don't smudge the drawing and it doesn't get all over my hands. And I'm just putting some dark shadow in her hair on top. I think I had a lot of problems getting the darks as dark as I wanted. I ended up having to use black and blue and like a burgundy mixed together. So it made her hair have a little more depth. And then here I'm putting like some orangey little hair sticking up. Some of the video sections like were repeating. I just totally screwed it up, so I just took it down and I decided to redo it today. So I'm sorry it's not on Halloween. Squiggly sections in her hair. I had to really look at it. It was not a great picture. It was taken with my cell phone, like kind of in the evening, and it just wasn't, the picture isn't super clear. So zooming in, I couldn't tell like what her hair looked like. So I just kind of made some of it up, but I think it turned out pretty good. And I didn't get super detailed into this because that would have taken forever, but I thought that I would just put little indications of the lace so that your eye could fill in the blanks. So here I'm putting in the final details, fixing that jawline that I messed up when I put the dark around it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a little different than my normal videos, but I thought it would be fun for Halloween to do something a little spooky. So please give this a like if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a great day. Goodbye!